and curriculum development. I've also had a 17-year career in business, and I am past president of the Madison County Education Foundation. My husband and I are volunteers at Waverly Yale in the Everybody Wins program, where we work with kids in reading and pen paling. And right now it's pen paling because of COVID. I have 7 short comments. I'll be very fast. 1, the principle of equal rights for all citizens is at the foundation of our country, our civil society, and the education that helps us understand each other, our country, and the world. 2, equal rights are consistent with the constitutional framework of our democracy. 3, a professional faculty and leadership of our schools benefits all citizens within our community. 4, as a citizen, I want a school system in our county that works to enable all students to learn, all students, to succeed, to grow in understanding and critical thinking, and to raise questions at the highest level. As Madison, this is 5, the Madison residents, we live with race, ethnicity, a range of income levels. We have the resources to teach our young people openly and fairly. We want all kids to succeed. Education matters, and it matters to all of us. 6, racial diversity is an important component of excellence in a school system. And 7, and last, you'll be relieved to know, I stand with our superintendent, our professional teachers and principals, and with each of you as fellow citizens, and with our students who deserve the facts and fairness and support for their learning.
Time. Thank you.
I'm gonna cry. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Eleanor Montgomery. I live in Malvern. I'm a retired English teacher. I've taught in Fairfax County as well as Culpeper County. COVID has wreaked havoc with our educational system. Last year, I had the opportunity to work with a neighbor on his English assignments, and fortunately he passed. He was failing when we worked for 3 weeks together. Schools must teach the fundamentals of reading, writing, and arithmetic, and I would add history and civics to that. At an early age, a child must train his brain to learn the fundamentals, because that knowledge will be used for the rest of his life. Learning will not occur without discipline and respect for everyone. Therefore, it's important that schools have the expectation that everyone will treat each other with respect. Students should be taught to think, not what to think. Students need to think critically. I used to tell my students they were entitled to any opinion they wanted, as long as they could back it up with facts. Students are not parrots. They should not copy what other people's opinions are. I repeat, learning will not occur without discipline and respect for everyone. Emphasis must be placed on teaching the fundamentals.
Thank you. Are there any other people that would like to come forward?
Hello. Touch this because I know many of you. Miss Anita, how are you? Miss Allen, Miss Jones. So my name is Daniel Shiflett. I reside in Madison. I'm gonna talk more like a speech because I didn't write anything. I'm in favor of the equality thing, no word changes or anything. It's probably against most of the board's opinion. It's what it is. After I saw the article on that Miss Allen referenced, my opinion drastically changed. I thought back to 2013 when I graduated. I kind of thought back to comments that I had in my adult perspective, graduating more recently than most of you have, no offense. A lot of stuff had changed. Most of us that got back together talked about our educational careers, college experiences, and kind of what we thought high school was like. I don't really know if anything had changed enough for us in high school. A lot of stuff changed for us in college. But Madison County High School did a lot for us. But as far as the racial gaps, there were some, whether we wanted to admit it or not. We can't blame y'all for that. Can't blame Mr. Sheets, Ms. Collier, Ms. Allen, Mr. Wingate. Can't blame y'all for that. But it was. We can blame Madison. We can blame the history. It's like the first lady that stated, welcome to Madison County. We said that a lot. That's kind of why I wanted to come up here and take like 2 minutes, not 3, and just say, I get it, but me going through the state trainings every year, 40 hours, that's one of our trainings we have to go through is the equality training. Understanding how people are different, understanding cultures are different. I'm sure teachers have to go through that too, and hiring people like that also benefit, diversity in general. So if students see that, see different types of people, see different kind of teachers, they can lean on that and learn from that. So I don't know what's changed recently, why I want to change it, but that would be my final question. Why change it now? What has changed?
Thank you. Is there anybody else that would like to speak? All right, I'm sorry. We do have one that is written, so we'll read that into the record next.
To the school board and superintendent of Madison County Schools. This is from Devlin D. Alfonso. She said, I am writing this to you as I'm unable to attend tonight's meeting. I understand that the dissolution of the Equity Task Force in favor of an Opportunity Committee is being undertaken in our school system. The accusation is that this task force is politicizing our schools. Here is my viewpoint as a parent. There is nothing political about acknowledging the existence and struggles of groups other than heterosexual, able-bodied, white Christian men. As a society, we have, up to this point, chosen to ignore problems that don't affect or are uncomfortable for the majority of people in power. Understanding that the fact that people from different races, genders, physical abilities, and sexuality experience our society in ways that are inequitable and at times unjust should be part of a complete education. Eliminating topics of race, gender, and sexual orientation will not erase those people and their experience, and the idea that we should even try is repulsive. The diversity of our country can be one of its strengths if we let it. We should celebrate it. If we acknowledge the struggles and triumphs of those around us who are different from ourselves, all of us will benefit. Nothing good will ever come from the suppression of knowledge. Everything good will come from bringing the truth to light. Please do not limit what our children learn because it is uncomfortable for you. I know that for myself, when I researched history as an adult, I was enraged and disappointed in a school system that taught me whitewashed propaganda rather than actual history. Before deciding to strike this task force and potentially any teachings that involve divisive topics, ask the students you are supposed to be serving. Find out how they feel about censorship within their schools. I remind you that schools are for the education of young people, not a political forum to please adults who are afraid of change. Our kids can be better than us if we allow them to learn from past mistakes. Limiting learning to only comfortable topics is wrong, and it comes from a place of fear rather than learning, and learning is what schools are here to provide. Thank you, Devlin D. Alfonso.
Thank you. Are there any other public comments? And I'll end this public comment session with thank you.